Elon Musk has been making big moves ever since becoming a part of the US government, and his newest scheme could be a major moment in cryptocurrency history, especially for XRP.
Essentially, if done right, the X would serve people's financial needs to such a degree that over time it would become, I don't know, maybe half of the global financial system.
Wow.
Or some big number.
What's happened is that Elon issued a warning about the growing US debt, suggesting that a Federal Reserve nightmare could be on the horizon. Musk has been vocal about the country's financial issues, and this time he is predicting a potential US bankruptcy if things don't change.
A headline from Elon Musk, and it is dramatic. He says America is going bankrupt extremely quickly.
America is also going bankrupt extremely quickly. And nobody seems to, everyone seems to be sort of whistling past the graveyard on this one. You know, the Defense Department budget is a very big budget, okay? It's $1 trillion a year, DoD, Intel, it's $1 trillion. And interest payments on the national debt just exceeded the Defense Department budget. They're over $1 trillion a year, just in interest, and rising. We're adding $1 trillion to our debt, which our kids and grandkids are going to have to pay somehow.
The Bitcoin price has jumped since Donald Trump was elected as the incoming US president, with the news that Trump plans to establish a Bitcoin strategic reserve. This reserve has been proposed as a way to address the country's mounting debt and persistent inflation. Musk's latest warning came as Trump was presented with a plan for a capital markets renaissance, powered by Bitcoin, which some believe could unlock trillions in wealth. Musk responded by cautioning that the US is headed towards de facto bankruptcy unless a solution is found. He posted on X, formerly Twitter, saying, "We either fix this or go de facto bankrupt," referring to a post from Kalshi, a prediction market, which highlighted the US' severe spending problem. The post noted that the national debt has reached $36 trillion and continues to grow. As a potential fix, Kalshi mentioned Musk's idea for a Doge Department of Government Efficiency, a concept inspired by the Dogecoin meme. In recent years, the US debt has ballooned, reaching $34 trillion by the start of 2024. This rapid increase in debt was largely fueled by COVID-related stimulus measures, which, while helping to stabilize the economy during lockdowns, also led to rising inflation. By 2022, inflation had skyrocketed above 10%, forcing the Federal Reserve to increase interest rates at an unprecedented pace. This in turn pushed up debt interest payments, sparking concerns about a possible economic death spiral. Musk's campaign against excessive US spending has resulted in his creation of the Doge Department of Government Efficiency. According to Musk, this initiative could help cut $2 trillion in government spending.
So if you do choose to be the head of the Department of Government Efficiency?
Yeah, Doge.
Yep. What do you think about we stop giving money to other countries such as Israel, Ukraine, and we stop funding forever wars? Most likely it's going to the deep state anyway.
I think in general the amount of waste that happens with the federal government is really staggering. It's a staggering amount of waste of taxpayer money. And if we're, for any given expenditure, we have to say, well, what does this do for the citizens of America? Like, how is this good for the people of America? It's their money. Like, for some weird reason, a lot of people in the sort of, state or whatever, the politicians, they seem to forget that the money being spent is your money. And if it's not being spent in a way that is beneficial to the American people, it's a misuse of the funds.
The department is named after the Shiba Inu Doge meme, which is also linked to Dogecoin, a cryptocurrency Musk has described as his favorite. Tesla even accepts Dogecoin as a form of payment, though the company also holds about 10,000 Bitcoins, worth around $1 billion, on its balance sheet. Earlier this year, Trump floated this idea of using Bitcoin to help pay off the US debt, suggesting, "We'll hand them a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion. In July, he promised to create a strategic national Bitcoin reserve and predicted that Bitcoin could surpass gold's $16 trillion market value. This month, Trump reaffirmed his plan telling CNBC, "We're going to do something great with crypto," really stressing the need to stay ahead of other countries like China. When asked if the U.S. would create a Bitcoin reserve similar to its oil reserve, Trump replied, "Yes, I think so." In support of these ideas, Republican Senator Cynthia Lummis introduced a bill to Congress earlier this year. The bill, called the Boosting Innovation, Technology, and Competitiveness through Optimized Investment Nationwide Bitcoin Act, proposes that the U.S. purchase 1 million Bitcoins over 5 years as a way to reduce the $35 trillion national debt. And another one of the cryptocurrencies that Elon Musk is allegedly propping up to solve America's financial issues is XRP, and for good reason.
Given how punitive the SEC has been towards crypto under this administration, do you envision the XRP ledger being incorporated into the financial institutions in the future?
Well, I certainly cannot speak to any specific crypto, but I do think that the sort of cryptocurrency is an interesting and probably valuable bulwark against a centralized control. This is definitely not an endorsement or lack of endorsement for XRP, but I do think crypto, by its very nature, it helps with individual freedom.
Trading near the $2 mark, XRP has sparked optimism among investors looking ahead. A prominent crypto expert has made an exciting prediction for XRP's price in 2025, forecasting a rise to $11. This bullish outlook follows positive market developments and encouraging technical indicators. Renowned crypto analyst Ali Martinez recently predicted that XRP could be heading for a major rally in the coming months. In a recent post, Martinez highlighted that one of the most promising technical setups for XRP is emerging as we near the new year, pointing to a possible price surge with an $11 target by 2025. Martinez's outlook is supported by other experts who are also bullish on XRP's future. Another respected analyst, eGrag Crypto, suggests that XRP could rise to $4 if it successfully holds above the $2 support level. The growing optimism in the market is also fueled by expectations of regulatory changes, such as the potential dismissal of the ongoing SEC lawsuit under incoming U.S. SEC Chair Paul Atkins. If the lawsuit is resolved favorably, it could greatly improve investor sentiment and add momentum to XRP's price. Despite a period of flat trading, XRP has shown resilience by holding above the $2 mark. Recently, XRP's price increased with trading volume surging by 47% to $6.11 billion. These figures suggest that XRP's position remains strong with growing investor interest. Ali Martinez also pointed out a technical signal from the Bollinger Bands on XRP's daily chart, suggesting a potential big price movement ahead. Similarly, analysts like Dark Defender have set a target of $5.85 for XRP, provided it stays above $1.95. While Dark Defender warned of a possible brief correction, they believe a rally to $8.65 could follow. However, caution is still important. Some analysts are signaling the possibility of a dip to $1 before a recovery begins, highlighting that while there is optimism, volatility could still be a factor in the months ahead. And that's not the only good sign.
We're here with Brad Garlinghouse. He is the CEO of Ripple and famous for XRP. A lot of folks don't know about you all if you're not a person immersed in crypto. Tell us about Ripple and tell us about XRP.
So Ripple started years ago with this macro vision of how do we enable an internet of value? How do we let value move the way information moves today? We think about how easy it is to send an email to anyone in the world or a text message. Not that many years ago, that was not so easy. And you wrote a handwritten letter and it received 3 or 4 days later in the mail. And money in some ways is the same. Today, moving money between networks, you can't send money from PayPal to Venmo, let alone you talk about cross-border international payments. The friction is high, the cost is high. Ripple aspires to really enable that internet of value to let value move seamlessly across borders, pay anyone, anytime, anywhere, just like sending an email. And I think we will see that future by leveraging technologies like crypto.
So what's the mission of your company? What do you want to do? How do you want to change the world or impact it?
Well, we think by unlocking those kind of economic borders, the friction that exists today, by unlocking that, you open up opportunities for entrepreneurs, for even the people who want to send money home to anywhere you may have come from in, pick your country in South America. And so we think by doing that, you're giving people opportunity, economic freedom. You're inviting them into, people who are unbanked can become more banked, partly because you're simply reducing costs. But partly also, there's some people who can hold crypto and transact that don't have a bank account, and that's okay. So we think that by kind of moving the world forward, we're rewiring financial infrastructure in a way that's good for society.
Whale Alert, a well-known blockchain tracker that monitors large cryptocurrency transfers, has also recently reported the first major XRP transaction of 2025. This substantial transfer involved 500 million XRP coins. Typically, there is only one entity that unlocks such large quantities of XRP at the start of each month, but it's unclear whether this particular transaction is linked to that activity. About a day ago, Whale Alert detected that 500 million XRP was moved between two anonymous blockchain addresses. At the current exchange rate of $2.13 per coin, the total value of this transfer amounted to a staggering $1,070,455,137. XRP has been on a significant price rally lately, jumping from 60 cents in December to almost $3 the same month. According to BitHomp, a blockchain explorer focused on XRP, the transfer was initiated by Ripple, a major player in the blockchain space. On the first day of each month, Ripple typically moves 1 billion XRP from escrow in multiple consecutive withdrawals. Whale Alert usually tracks these transactions, but this time only one large transfer was noticed. In addition to the 500 million XRP transaction, Whale Alert also observed a separate transfer of 30 million XRP to BitHomp, a prominent cryptocurrency exchange in South Korea. This 30 million XRP, valued at $64,034,753, was sent from an unknown digital wallet. Many traders appear to be taking profits, moving large amounts of XRP and other cryptocurrencies to exchanges for potential sales. And even government-wide, we are seeing moves that could be good for XRP. U.S. Congress is expected to focus heavily on cryptocurrency legislation in 2025. Key areas of focus will include stablecoins in the FIT21 Act, which stands for the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act. The goal of this act is to clearly define the roles of both the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, and the CFTC, Commodity Futures Trading Commission. The intention is to improve consumer protection, promote innovation, and provide regulatory clarity. However, it's important to note that payment stablecoins are excluded from these definitions, and they will be regulated under a different framework. In addition, there's the Clarity for Payment Stablecoins Act of 2023, which proposes specific regulations for stablecoin issuers. While these developments seem to be positive steps forward, it's important to manage expectations. This won't be a quick process.
I'm still pretty optimistic. I'm always nervous about making predictions. I think it's easy to be right about that something's going to happen. It's harder to be right about when. I think the macro trends around crypto are very, very, very positive. We can debate, how quickly those things are going to happen. But as we just talked about, in a world where governments often overspend and inflate currencies, holding either non-inflationary or even deflationary assets like cryptocurrencies is a good place to be. So, not that many years ago, about 10 years ago, the total market cap of all crypto was maybe 1 billion. Today, it's about 2.5 trillion. So, that's a lot of appreciation over 10 years. I predicted earlier this year that we would see crypto overall maybe hit 5 trillion this year. It's got a lot of work to do between now and the end of the year to achieve that, but it's less to me about exact timing and more about that macro view of where is the world going. And I'm very optimistic about the future of crypto, in part because eventually we'll get regulatory certainty and regulatory clarity here in the United States, the largest economy in the world.
However, it's reassuring that the right people seem to be getting involved in this effort, rather than someone underqualified, as one might jokingly say, to handle an order at In-N-Out. As a result, several companies are expected to offer XRP ETFs in 2025. Among those that have filed applications in the past 3 months are Bitwise, Canary Capital, 21 Shares, and WisdomTree. There's a growing sense that these, along with other advancements, are going to be fast-tracked as we move into the new year. However, some analysts are sounding a bit of caution. For instance, prominent analyst Tone Vays has suggested that if Bitcoin trades below $95,000, there's an increased likelihood of a correction to around $73,000. Peter Brandt has also indicated that Bitcoin could break down from a broadening triangle, which could lead to a retracement to about $70,000. Meanwhile, Fundstrat has predicted that Bitcoin could hit $250,000 in 2025, but expects a dip to $60,000 first. Another interesting thread from Into the Cryptoverse speculates that Bitcoin might experience a flash crash to $60,000 around the time of Trump's inauguration. On-chain analysis also suggests a possible correction to $70,000 if Bitcoin falls below $93,600. In other news, BlackRock recently sold $188.7 million worth of Bitcoin, which raised some eyebrows. The sale could be profit-taking, as BlackRock purchased Bitcoin at a lower price, but it also sparked concerns of potential market manipulation.
BlackRock might be trying to push Bitcoin through a new hard fork. You see, BlackRock's ETF application has a secret clause. Quote, in the event of a hard fork of the Bitcoin network, BlackRock can use its discretion to determine which network should be considered the appropriate network for the trust purposes. And get this, BlackRock is currently the second largest holder in 4 of the 5 biggest Bitcoin miner companies in the world. These mining companies not only control the Bitcoin mining profits, but are also crucial in determining which Bitcoin comes out on top during a hard fork. BlackRock could have a strong influence in the Bitcoin hard fork. This would be the ultimate nightmare event for crypto, as a hard forked Bitcoin would mean that BlackRock can rewrite the rules of the blockchain and accumulate this new Bitcoin as cheaply as possible. To follow my Bitcoin trades, go to virtualbacon.com for a copy trading tutorial.
Some speculate that BlackRock might be trying to trigger panic selling among retail investors to drive the price down. As ZX Chainmine pointed out, BlackRock has immense influence over the market. And given the current bullish sentiment where many retail investors are holding on at high prices, this could be an opportune time for a shakeout of weaker hands. Interestingly, public company KULR saw its stock rise by over 32% after announcing a Bitcoin Treasury Reserve strategy on December 4th, although it's still early and we don't have enough data to call this a major success yet. If this strategy works, other companies may follow suit. Moving on to XRP, a recent post from eGrag Crypto suggests that XRP could reach $27. The post compares the current price action to historical data, particularly the significant growth seen when XRP crosses the 21-day EMA, exponential moving average. eGrag notes that if XRP follows this pattern, we could see a 4,770% increase after crossing the EMA again, though this would still be a fraction of the explosive growth experienced in 2017. Back in March 2017, XRP was trading at less than a penny, $0.006. But by January 6, 2018, the price had surged to $3.40 over the course of roughly 300 days. If XRP follows a similar path now, based on its recent breakout from a 7-year triangle pattern in November, we could expect a significant price move by around August 30th, 2025. Of course, we'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. In the meantime, enjoy the holiday season, and if you have some time off, maybe catch a movie. And remember, if anyone asks if you're panicking, the answer is always no. If you found this video helpful, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for all the latest crypto news.